This is going to take 3 hours to print. I'm probably going to have to slow the speed down, but we're going to try 90 with, let's see, we're going to do 90, 215 degrees on the print temperature, 55 on the build plate temperature, and like I said, 100% infill. So I just got to go save this to my drive. So I like this one, but I don't want to see the square grid. Okay, and I think I can do it better. So let's get in here and turn settings. For some reason, Kira was trying to do the temperature as 0 for the print bed. So let's see what it says. Default is 230 and 50. So that sounds good to me. And by the time I get done moving this build plate around and all that, it should be heated. And it is really cold outside today, guys. Last time I checked, it was 35, said it feels like 28. And we're expecting snow at about midnight. It's about 9:30 right now. And I got all the trucks running earlier. And I went and got diesel for the heater because it's cold in here. I thought I was done with this thing, man. I was like trying to use up the rest of the diesel in it so it wouldn't sit there. And come to find out, we got like the rest of the week is all going to be like nasty crap. But I get this thing cranked up. I've had pretty good luck with it lately. I'm just keeping it cranked every once in a while, and then I turn it down. I'm going to go to 3. We'll leave it sit there for a minute. And then, yeah, it's going to be cold and nasty. So, there's not a lot you can do about it. I would love to find a Wi-Fi adapter for this printer that works. I tried plugging the Ethernet cable into a router. That didn't work. So I do have an idea of how I could probably make that happen, but let me see, what did this thing slice out at? 3 hours and 7 minutes, because I got to make sure I'm not using the wrong file. Let's see, it would, it says cover without, oh no, with logo. Okay, this should be at 3 hours and 7 minutes. And if I have to slow down the printer because of whatever, it's going to be even longer. Now, the last one printed in about 3 hours with 20% infill. So, and I had printed most of it at about 50% of 80 millimeters a second, which, you know, is pretty slow. I don't know how fast this can print without problems. I was just trying to keep it safe with this first one, but you can't really pull it out of here, so there we go. It had some funny artifacts. You see those lines? Like they looked like blades of grass when they were printing. And I don't know why, unless there's damage to the print surface. If it does the exact same thing again, then I'll have a better idea. But you can see there was, you know, you get like any kind of weird stuff. So what's nice about the TPU is it's flexible, but it's not rubbery. And so it's going to hold its shape. It's really cool stuff. So we'll see how, oh look, we're already printing. Pretty cool. Okay, so it looks like it's doing better than it did the first time. There's a spot right here, you see where it's light? The print bed's not even, and this damn thing is not using a mesh. Like, I don't understand it, but it can't be using the mesh. If it was, then why doesn't it accommodate for that? And I've had this problem with a couple printers that are supposed to have, you know, where they use the mesh. You know, this one's adjustable. But like the Ender 3v3e, or whatever the hell it is, has no adjustments, and you're relying upon the mesh. And it doesn't seem like it works. And this one is the same thing. But with this one, I can adjust it. But I've had real hard time printing the squares when you do the squares. Like, you know, that's how you can really tell if your printer is dialed in. If you print those squares and they come out really thin and there's no screw ups, then you know you're doing good. But the print bed is never going to be flat, so prior to printers having, you know, a mesh that they could accommodate for the ups and downs in, you know, the print surface, there's absolutely no way to print perfectly, you know, because no print bed is ever completely flat. They're close, but you know, with 3D printing, there's very little room to be wrong. And you can't be off by much. You know, a piece of paper thickness off is enough to make it not print right. But anyway, let's see how this is looking. And it looks like it's probably doing good. So as long as we don't get any funky boogers or little, you know, blobs in the print on the first layer. And I probably should have checked to see that there wasn't any crap hanging on the nozzle, because that's usually what can cause that. But it looks like that it's doing pretty good. It's hard to see around the print head to see what the hell is really going on, but it looks good so far. So when this one gets done, I'll make another video and we'll compare the first print to the second print.